I'm reading from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and this is by Alana Fairchild. I have on a visualization here for you to tune in to all of the beautiful fragments that are coming through the screen that allow you to center yourself and just kind of zone out into the visualization. Allow yourself to be and to just feel comforted, supported, and full of love, compassion, and empathy. Allow Spirit to speak to you through this oracle guidance for the day. Daring Rebirth. We bring you the empowerment of daring rebirth. The bold spirit in you claims the divine defiance of the phoenix. It refuses defeat at every turn. No matter who or what may seek to overpower your spirit, your peace, your loving heart, and your wild optimism, you shall triumph in a divine and daring rebirth. Do not limit yourself with expectations. Whether from another or your own mind, there is so much possible for you. A radically different and new you to become. Believe, and so shall it be. It takes daring to imagine a new life. Boldness of spirit and willingness are needed to allow yourself to embrace and live that different life. You can be in this world as you choose to be. The truth of you can have many different versions, some fearful, some free. There is so much that is possible for you to experience in this life. You have the light and the power of living sun inside of you. Rebirth is new life, a different you that is truthful, authentic, and yet more vibrant, radiant, vivid, and free. It is possible for you to have all of this. The requirement for rebirth, however, is an experience of shamanic death. This is not physical death. It is a spiritual transformation. It requires that whatever is keeping you from living a happier, freer, more beautiful, joyful, and soul-satisfying life be sacrificed, be allowed to die, so to speak, so you can be born anew. To the extent you have believed yourself to be those things, felt attached to them, or that your identity was wrapped up in them, you will feel like you are dying along with them. You are changed through this process. You will not feel, think, behave, or believe as you did prior to. Shamanic death creates transformation so profound as to allow a more real you to emerge from the process. It strips you of what you have believed yourself to be and what is the real you, unencumbered, unveiled, and true. The need for daring is because shamanic death and rebirth can frighten the mind, whilst you will be celebrating after the process happens. When you are going through it, your fears will be stimulated. This is supposed to happen. How else can you lay your fears aside unless you confront them and choose to let them go? If they are hiding in the shadows, you cannot deal with them. Your fear might be of success, of your own value, of being alone or being rejected, abandoned, judged, ridiculed, shamed, or ignored. Your fear might be that you'll mess up or regret your decisions. It might be that you won't know who you are if you are not your job, relationship, role as a parent or healer, or any other limited identity you have tried to project your entire being into. Life on the other side of that fear might seem unfathomable to your mind. You might worry that you will simply cease to exist. Just to be clear, no one who has transitioned from fear-based reality into love-based reality has ever said or will ever say, "I miss my fear-based reality." Although it can be painful, what you are giving up will not be a cause for regret. The extent to which you are willing to dare to confront and release your fear, rather than believe your fears are accurate reflections of reality, is the extent to which you can experience rebirth. Your rebirth can be so radical, so daring, that you will feel as though you are living an entirely different life within this one. The oracle of daring rebirth comes to you when there is an opportunity to confront a fear and release it, to let go of a belief system or behavior that is getting in the way of the life you actually dream of living. It's your decision whether to challenge that fear now, later, or at all. If you are doubting your readiness and capacity, however, this oracle suggests that you are more ready than you think you are, and that your time is now. There's a new you emerging. It might shock your friends and family. People may accuse you of not being you anymore, but you are becoming more you than ever before. Trust the new you emerging and the greater authenticity and strength you are discovering in yourself. You do not have to squash your being to fit in with the expectations of any other. Through Daring Rebirth, you tap into the courage you need not only to go through the process of transformation, but the spiritual sassiness you need to give yourself permission to love and be the new you that emerges at the other side of it. Treasure that self reborn, for it has been hard won and is a divine treasure. The healing process. To integrate this guidance, you may like to say this invocation now. I call upon the crystal angel of Astrophyllite and goddess Ishtar who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of my daring rebirth. May I be held in the loving embrace of the Divine Mother as I thoroughly shed my old sense of self, the known world, and embark upon my divine adventure of daring rebirth. May I be fearless and free to be all. Through divine mercy and my own free will, so be it. If you wish to further integrate this guidance, hold your hands over your heart with a mandala, with an image facing towards your heart. Relax and breathe in and out several times, and then say, I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to approach the shadows within with love, gentleness, light, and determination. I choose to confront and release the fears holding me back from the fulfillment of my divine potential. I wish to embrace daring divine rebirth. I am willing to let go of who I believed myself to be, to discover and unveil more of who I truly am. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love bring comfort, grace, protection, and assistance to all beings going through any experience connected to divine rebirth, according to unconditional love, divine mercy, and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. You can finish your healing process with this affirmation said out loud 3 times. I am reborn as myself, radiant, wild, divine, and true. I am reborn as myself, radiant, wild, divine, and true. I am reborn as myself, radiant, wild, divine, and true.